Hello everyone, this is the Pretend Critic, and it looks like nostalgia for the 80s is running high with Stranger Things, Wonder Woman 84, even the White Boy Rick movie is set in the 80s, and the hit It Chapter 1 was also set in the 80s. So when I saw one of my local movie theater, Flex Brewhouse, shout out by the way, one of the best dining theaters.
Preferred targets appear to be males.
I was, wow, great, 1984. Let's go ahead and, supposedly it's a horror movie and a thriller. And it's supposed to be a combination of Stranger Things and It Chapter 1. Was it? What was summer of 84 about? A group of teenagers led by Davey Armstrong. The actor's name is Graham something. The name's going to be there. And suspects their neighbor, Wayne Mackey, which is played by Rich Summers of Mad Men fame. So the group of teenagers are going to go ahead and try to prove that Wayne Mackey, which by the way is a police officer, is the serial killer. And that's what the plot of the movie is. So what didn't work for me for summer of 84? By the way, before I say anything, the directors are three directors that actually directed Turbo Kids. So what didn't work for me was the parents. The parents were typical parents in the 1984 or 1980s of not believing the kids. They believed the adults more than the kids. That actually didn't work for me because it was too typical, a little bit original. The other thing that did not work for me for summer of 84 was the pace. It is a slow burn. I know what it was trying to do. It tried to, set up the tense or set up the mood for what would be paid off. The last half of the movie. The first half of the movie was just a little bit too slow for me. So what worked for summer of 84 movie? It was just the feel of it. It felt like you were in the 80s and transported. If you look at this picture right here, the way they dress, the way they look, the time, the feel, even the way that it was shot, more of the 80s kind of filter per se. And also the actors, they stand out. The young actors, the young lead, the lines that they delivered, it was accurate for that time. It was accurate in terms of what they had in the beginning of the movie until the end of the movie. Because at the beginning of the movie, it was where America and even the world was innocent. And then when they found out about the serial killing, that innocence was pulled. It's like a metaphor of how America has changed in the 1984. And I guess that's why people are fascinated. And the music. How about the music? I mean, it felt like a John Carpenter horror movie. Our 80s musics are electronic, kind of artificial, a little bit more artificial than what we have with electronic music now. The standout for summer of 84 was the actor that played Davey Armstrong. His name is Graham Verchere. Again, I'll just spell out the name. He played it with the nuance of the innocence, the smile. As you begin the movie, he's smiling, and then that smile turned into suspicion. And again, it's a metaphor for summer of 80. And the other standout, Joda Lewis, he played a different type of role here, more cool, more assured of himself. And he portrayed it. He really portrayed it good. And even his look, if you look at it right now, it looks like he's in 1984. Look at all these pictures. They really captured it. And the directors, that stand out. The director, they had that feeling with the music, with the look. It's 1984. The other one that stand out was Rich Summer. He plays Wayne Mack. He's the police officer. He's the one that everyone suspect as a serial killer. He played the depth and complexity of the character. At the surface, you can see that he's trying to be the kind, the loving neighbor. But there was a deeper thing that he played that when you look at it in the film, and when I look back at it, even in the trailers and trying to remember it, you could have that eerie feeling, the way that he looked and sometimes the way that he spoke. So those were the standouts and what didn't work and what worked for me for the movie. So in conclusion, who would love this movie? It would be people like me that are waiting for Stranger Things season 3, wants the feel of the 1980s. People that will allow a movie to grow. It's not fast paced, like I said. That's one of the things that didn't work. Nostalgia for the 1980s, and people that are fans of Stranger Things. It's not as great as Stranger Things, but at least you get a fix of it. So, what did you like about the 1980s? Please leave a comment down below. And like always, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button to support my channel. That's a wrap.